On behalf of the American Irish Association, I want to welcome everyone to our 24th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade held here in Woodbridge. And on my left is Jack Fay, on my right is Jim Durick, and they're going to be the commentators today in the parade. And Jack, since you're the elder statesman, what do you have to say about our parade?
We're truly happy and proud to be here. The Woodbridge American Irish deserves so much credit. It's the 24th year, and it keeps getting bigger and better.
Thank you, Jack. And Jack, how many years have you been with the parade?
This is my 12th.
And Jim Durick, he's also a veteran announcer. And Jim, how many years have you been with the parade?
I would say it's about the same amount of time, Charlie, about 12 years. On behalf of the association in the native tongue of the Irish, Kayla Mafalsha, everybody, which translated means 100,000 welcomes. It's a beautiful day. The skies are blue. So to all the viewers, sit back and enjoy. Welcome. Have a good time.
And I want to thank Lee Beckerman and his group. They do a great job every year, and I expect it to be as great as in the past. And up there, we got to give that guy some sort of an award because today's a little windy, and he's going to be doing all the close-ups, I assume. The parade, as you know, is getting a lot of publicity in all the local papers, and this year's Grand Marshal is Willie Donovan. Irish Person of the Year is Jim McNichol, and both of them are Woodbridge residents, and I think we're going to have a great day. Earlier in the week, they said it was going to be snow, but because we do a lot of praying in the Irish, it's a great day. And that's, I think, where they got that song from. It's a great day for the Irish, and I know it will be a great day for the Irish. So we will, I guess the crowd today, I was over talking to them before, we figure there should be 30, 40,000 people watching the parade today. And we have approximately 115 groups participating, including 14 bands, 9 bagpipe bands, the 3 local high schools. And I promise you, you will have a good day. And when you see this at home, you'll say, I'm proud to be a resident of Woodbridge where we do so many fine things. And thanks to our mayor, Jim McGreevy, for allowing us to do this. And it's been a tradition in Woodbridge for the past 24 years. And we hope we continue with this for the next, 100 years anyway. And so I know there's the sirens. Our first band will be the Woodbridge High School Band, and they've been with us since we started this parade. How we got organized 24 years ago was Jack Cassidy was the mayor, said we'd do it. Okay, so now I'm going back to the booth with Jack and Jim, and enjoy your day.
Again, we'd like to welcome everybody to the 24th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade here in Woodbridge. Thanks for that intro, Charlie. The parade is being led, as usual, as it is every year, by the Woodbridge Township Police Escort, and we can see a number of the black and whites leading the parade. Jack Fay is here with me in the booth.
It's the first of many sirens, Jim.
Well, what would our parade be without the sirens?
Woodbridge's finest, as followed by the emergency management of the police department.
That's right, Jack. That's the special emergency unit, mobile unit that's leading the parade along with the black and whites. Following them, it should be coming into our view in just a second, is the VFW 2636 March Senior Color Guard, led by Commander Charles Reddy and Captain John Keitel. And they are followed by one of the 3 high school marching units here in Woodbridge, Jack. That's the Woodbridge High School Marching Band. And they get to lead off the parade this year.
Yes, they do. One of our 3 high schools, the oldest high school by far.
And we have another.
Highly trained, highly thought of as a Woodbridge marching band.
And we have another view of our senior color guard there, Jack.
Yes.
and a fine-looking unit. This is the honor guard section of the parade, Jack. This is the one that gets it all going. We usually have one of our high school bands. The American Irish Association will be coming up, as well as dignitaries.
Woodbridge High, Lee Marvin, the new principal that is getting rave reviews there, especially from my wife, Dr. Carol Brown.
Who works at the high school, is that
Yes,
right, Jack?
yes, indeed. You sound good.
They
Good
sure
sound.
do. Oh, there we go. That's what we were waiting for. Little Irish ditty on St. Patrick's Day here. McNamara's band.
Yes, it is. Woodbridge High rendition.
And a fine job they're doing,
They
Jack.
are. Sound good. And here comes the Grand Marshal.
And our Grand Marshal this year, Jack, is Willie Donovan. Willie Donovan originally hails from County Cork in Ireland.
Yes, my family.
He makes his home now in the Menlo Park Terrace section of Woodbridge Township.
And the Irish Person of the Year, Jim McNichols.
Jim McNichol is a longtime member of the American Irish Association of
Yes.
Woodbridge that sponsors this.
Very well deserved, Jim.
Jim with his
Here comes the
Mayor McGreevy
Mayor, Governor-elect.
and Governor-elect, Mayor, Senator,
Yes,
Governor-elect Jim McGreevy. Marching with him is our parade chairwoman, Jill Shoesmith, this year. And Jill is in view now with Jim.
is
And the co-chair,
Freeholder Alan Haig with Freeholder Delina there. Almost all the whole council's there. Assemblywoman Arlene Fisher, Assemblyman John Wisniewski.
Council President Rick Delina's marching. Irene Stone, Carolyn Ehrlich, Brenda Velasco, Bob Luban, Frank Pelsman. I see Jimmy Carroll there dressed in green.
Freeholder
Kevin Wirtz, Irene Stone, and Pat Osborne.
and Freeholder Kathy Capano was marching with Arlene Fisher. And here comes the first pipe band.
That's the St. Columcille United Gaelic Pipe Band, Jack.
Yes.
They were organized in 1949. A bagpipe and drum marching unit. And let's listen to the peals of the Scottish
Yes.
pipe. But we'll adopt it for today.
Department of Corrections.
The Emerald Pipe Band Department of Corrections.
And here comes the group that makes this all possible, the Woodbridge American Irish Club, President George Aston. I'm sure his father's very proud to see George there as the president.
That's the. Here's some past dignitaries as well as some of the officers. That's our Vice President, Eileen Connolly. I see St. Patrick, Joe Fennelly in the background. The Board of Officers
Yes.
in front, the President, George Aston, I've mentioned, Vice President Eileen Whalen, Recording Secretary Mike McGovern, Corresponding Secretary Mary Alice Jacko, Financial Secretary Bill Connolly, Treasurer Tom Henderson, and Sergeant-at-Arms Mark Lewis.
Yes.
Board of Directors Justin McCarthy, who's up at the reviewing stand. Charlie Shaughnessy, myself, Pat Burns, Joe Fennelly, and Ken Stiles. And there's the American Irish Association Club banner. Jack, a little bit about the club. The
Yes.
club was founded back in 1966 on July 4th by Mike McGovern,
Yes.
one of our members who
Yes.
passed away a few years ago, and Joe Jackson. It's dedicated to all members who,
Yes.
this parade is dedicated to all our members who have passed away, and in
Yes.
particular this year, Mary Ellen McCarthy, Peter Mooney, Catherine Spiliotis. And I think
great.
everybody in Woodbridge knew Peter Mooney, Jack.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Where he's missed. good turnout from the Woodbridge American Irish. Very big turnout.
Plenty of members with their
Margaret Shaughnessy,
green and the tricolor, the Irish flag, Jack.
yes, yes.
As Charlie mentioned earlier, this is the 24th annual parade that's sponsored by the Woodbridge American Irish Association. I see some of the Comurries.
Yes.
There's a little Irishman.
I think they're cloning the Shaughnessy's. Here's Charlie marching with the group as well as announcing.
Shaughnessy's everywhere. He announces, he marches.
Sons carries the flag. All right.
It's Harry McLiz that's riding in one of the vehicles. Belongs to the American Irish Association. And again, it's a splendid turnout. Jack, you had actually pointed out a correction. It was the Department of Corrections Emerald Pipe Band that led the honor guard.
Yes. Here's Miss American Irish and her lady in waiting.
The Miss American Irish this year is Valerie Blanchard, and her lady in waiting is Melissa Golis. And that's Melissa waving to the camera right now with the Miss American Irish in the middle of the car.
Yes. She's related to, she's the granddaughter of Jim McNichols.
That's correct. Valerie Blanchard attends the Miss American Irish, goes to Colonia High here in the Colonia section. She's sophomore class president, co-captain of her cheerleading squad, very active in gymnastics, and is the daughter of Joe Fennelly, a member of the club. Melissa Golis is a 7th grade student at St. Cecilia's in the Island section of the township. She's in the drama club and also a dancer at the Vern Fowler School of Dance. As you mentioned, Melissa is a granddaughter of Jim and Joan McNichol. And Sligo.
Yes.
Sign, one of the counties in...
Yes.
How many counties in Ireland, Jack?
I don't know, Jim.
That offhand?
Yeah, not offhand, off the top of my head.
In the float, we could see a number of them represented.
Yes.
Donegal and Kerry,
Clare.
Mayo, Clare, Cork, Sligo. And that's a very colorful
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
float that we have here. And that's put together
Project.
by the American Irish Association of Woodbridge Township, that float, Jack.
Project Children are coming up, Jim. One of the great organizations that brings children over from Northern Ireland each year, both Protestant and Catholic children who escape, near death and sometimes death itself, to bring them together for at least a summer to show that, peace should be paramount. And
That's right, Jack. That happens to be one of the groups that's very close to the heart of the American Irish Association. In fact, Dot Ashton, one of our members,
yes, indeed. The Dot has...
is leading the group. Dot is a member of the American Irish Association as well as Project Children. And as you said, this group does a lot of worthwhile work every year by bringing children from that terrible war-torn Northern Ireland
and
to show them a different way for at least the summer.
Yes, and the Catholic and Protestant families in our own country welcome them in, keep them together, show them a wonderful time, but even more important, the very fact that sometimes for the first time their Catholic and Protestant Irish children live together.
Jack,
Here's
in the
82nd Airborne.
right, in our television screen right now is the 82nd Airborne Division Association of the North Jersey chapter.
The heroes of many wars.
They're a senior color guard. marching unit.
Yes.
They are followed by the Island Volunteer Fire Company, number 1, District number 9, founded in 1922 under the leadership of Chief Michael Schmidt.
Fine-looking group of men.
The white gloves and impeccable uniforms and
Yes.
the green shamrocks. It's a fine-looking marching unit.
The fact that our volunteers, both the fire departments and the first aid, give of themselves and give so much to this community of ours. In every one of our sections, it's the volunteer firemen and even especially the volunteer first aid squads, who, by the way, are always open for donations, which they need badly, and even more important, need of volunteers themselves.
That's right, Jack. One of the things that I've always realized, I know you've been working on the parade now for about 12 years, is the tremendous showing and outpouring of the volunteer groups, the firemen, the first aid volunteers, the people who work with the Cub Scouts, the Boy Scouts, it's just very impressive.
Right.
You get a lot of community sentiment, and as
Yep.
Jack said, they certainly could use donations, volunteers. Without them, we'd probably all be in a lot of trouble as a community, Jack.
Yes, we would. If we ever had to, if the township or the county, ever had to pay for these services, they'd bankrupt the state.
So I guess what we're saying, Jack, while we have the opportunity here on TV, we'd like to thank all of you.
Yes, indeed.
Not only for participating in the parade, but for what you do for us every day and every week.
Yes.
As a community.
Indeed, Jim. Indeed.
All the fire trucks and it spanking clean and dressed up in green shamrocks. And so far, Jack, not too many sirens. I can actually hear you when you talk, and I can hear myself when I talk.
Yes, I'm proud of them. I think the message finally got through that.
So, gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for that.
Yes, indeed.
It's tough sometimes sitting here and trying to comment on the parade when the sirens are going all the time. So we appreciate it this year.
No, it's the complaints we got from people with small children and those who have sick elderly at home that just shook them up too much, and we plead with them, and then they obviously listen. They obviously are responsible, and we thank them very much for that. Here comes another pipe band.
We can listen in for just a minute here.
There's no St. Patrick's Day parade without the pipes.
You got it, Bob.
That's a fine-looking unit too, Jack.
Yes.
Everyone is in step. Beautiful uniforms. That should be the St. Columcille Pipe Band leading the first unit behind the Honor Guard.
Harney, New Jersey. Sound wonderful.
They are followed by the Brunswick Shamrock Club, senior marching unit, and again another group with beautiful uniforms, green caps and white and gold flowing capes.
They've been doing this for years. The Brunswick area, keeping the culture alive. Proud marching group.
And a very good turnout indeed.
What's good to this group in particular, the young children, the young ladies, the men and women, looking proud, standing tall.
Little Colleen, Bowling Green.
It's a good turnout too, Jim. Brunswick Shamrock Club. That's the Grand Marshal's organization.
I believe he is president or was a
Yes.
former president of that, Jack,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken.
A very big, very active group.
He's a longtime member and president of the Brunswick Shamrock Club. So a particular welcome to all of you. And we're honored to have one of your members and officers as our Grand Marshal this year, and a fine showing on that you have made on behalf of our Grand Marshal. So welcome.
Approaching us now, the Ancient Order Hibernians.
That's the Rawway Division.
Rawway, our neighbor.
Our neighbor, and Willie Donovan, our Grand Marshal, is also an officer with the AOH in Rawway, Jack.
Well, there's not many clubs we missed. It's good to have them here.
Another fine-looking marching group.
The history of the Ancient Order Hibernians is they started the action in New York City. They were the first group in the country to step out, challenge the Protestant domination of New York with a parade. And they've been having it ever since. And here's the Marine Corps. Marine Corps, Honor Guard.
Marine Corps Legionnaires Marching Unit.
Here's one of the, I don't know, my favorite year after year. This group from Forge.
This is the Legionnaires Senior Marching Band, Jack.
Yes.
Under the leadership of Tom McWaters.
They always look good. They play beautiful music.
Bandmaster Dave McGarrett's, Color Guard Captain George King, and Majorette Corey Axon. You're right, Jack. Every year they look fine.
Yes.
And we welcome you again to our parade.
Through the years, they've played all over the state of New Jersey and have won more than a few awards. And we're proud to have them here today.
They're followed by the Army Junior ROTC, the Frank Morrill High School from Irvington, New Jersey. Now, Jack, here's a community that's a little bit of a distance, Irvington, but Frank Morrill Junior ROTC has been in this band, though, I'd say for at least 10 years,
Yes.
as long as I can remember.
Yes. Yeah, very proud, very good-looking group.
Always in step.
Yes. Credit to Irvington.
And we welcome you. Actually, my hometown.
All right.
Newark and Irvington. That's
Good.
where I'm from before I came to Woodbridge.
Their loss is our gain, Jim.
Well, thank you, Jack. And they're followed
Yes. The Island
Island First Aid Squad.
Okay. I'm eating my words now, Jim. The sirens are back.
Oh, well, we made it this far. We're
Yeah.
about a quarter of the way.
Yes. Yes.
You'll excuse me while I put my earplugs in.
Yeah. You get the feeling they don't get out often.
Well, it appears that one of them is right by the microphone
Yes.
that TV 35 has put on the street.
Yeah, I'll vouch for that.
Now we get to see some of the crowd that's lining the parade route.
Yes, there's somebody waving.
A little leprechaun.
Yes. Oh, Island Volunteer Fire Department.
And as they are, the sirens move away. Up. This is the Island Fire Department following the first aid squad.
Yes,
This is District 11.
yes.
And this is the Island Chemical Hook and Ladder Volunteer Fire Department, Jack,
Yes.
under the leadership of Chief Donald Summers.
All right. Obviously, our message didn't get out to Island. Oh,
I think the size of the sirens kind of match the size of this hook and ladder.
yes. Okay. All right. We have a slight break here, Jim. I'd like to take the opportunity to state that Sister Susan McGrath of the Emmaus House in Perth Amboy is having a program, an Irish program, on March the 22nd from 5 o'clock till 9. $15 a ticket. The Irish tenor Frank Patterson will be there, and it's 442-7688, the phone number for tickets. Sister Susan's from Ireland, does great work.
And it's a fundraiser for Emmaus House.
Yes,
Isn't
it
that,
is.
Jack?
Yes, it is a social
right?
center that does an awful lot of work with the children and the poor.
And you're active in that fundraiser. I think my
Yes.
mother is active.
Yes, she
Very
is.
direct.
She is.
Okay.
Okay, here comes the
Shillelagh Pipes and Drums, under the leadership of Jim Hollander, should be the Shillelagh Pipes and Drums.
Yes.
And let's listen in to the marching pipes as opposed to the Uilleann pipes,
Yes.
which are the Irish pipes, right, Jack?
Yes, they are. They're-
Another fine-looking group in fine-looking uniforms. What would a parade be without them? A St. Patrick's Day parade.
It wouldn't be a parade, Jim. Friendly Sons of the Shillelagh from Woodbridge, New Jersey. Again, one of the more prominent Irish organizations in our state. Here comes the Shannon from Ireland, Jim. All the way from Ireland, the Shannon Town Commissioners.
They're following the Shillelagh Pipe and Drum,
Yes.
or as they're also known, the Friendly Sons of the Shillelagh,
Yes.
from a neighboring town of Woodbridge.
Yeah.
And they've had an opportunity to stop right here in front of our cameras, and we get an opportunity to enjoy the music.
We're very, very honored to have from Shannon, Ireland. Shed His grace on thee.
We have a little pause in the parade here, Jack.
Yes.
Now there's the Emerald Society of Union County,
Oh,
under the leadership of John Casey.
Jim, it's the Shannon Town
And marching with them, as
Okay.
we will see in the screen in a moment, I believe, Jack, or in front of them was the Shannon Town
From Ireland,
from Ireland with
Michael
Michael McCarr, mayor of Shannon Town,
and Chief Tom.
and Chief Tom
But
McCormick.
here's the Union County group. They're having their parade on March the 15th. The Union County group. It's going to be their first one. It's in Union Township. Here's the Elizabeth Fire Department being represented, and here comes the Cologne. What is it?
The Virginia Cavalry.
This is a Confederate Union group
And I believe
from Woodbridge Township.
that's right.
They go in through a reaction of the Civil War battles. They show up with different groups, and
Jack, are you all right?
the Union group just set off a volley to let you know who won the war, and
And again, that's another fine-looking unit. Brings something different every year to
Yes.
the parade, Jack.
yes, it does.
They have the Union flag, the Confederate flag, and today, an Irish flag.
Yes, indeed. In fact, you could do without the Confederate flag and leave the other two.
Right.
But it's all in the spirit.
Another one of the
Corvette.
Woodbridge Corvette Club,
Yes.
and they've participated, Jack, again for a
Yes.
number of years. And my goodness, it looks like we have about 20 Corvettes,
Yes.
all beautifully washed and polished and dressed up in the tricolors and shamrocks and green and white ribbons. And the kids along the parade route particularly enjoy seeing the Corvettes come by, Jack, because they're always throwing out some candy.
Yes.
As long as we don't have one of the little ones get run over, I guess.
God forbid.
We had mentioned we only had this group from Ireland
Yes.
in our camera view for a very short period,
Yes,
Jack,
yes.
but we are
That was
particularly
too bad,
honored
yeah.
to have the town of Shannon
Yes.
represented all the way from Ireland. They come here, they're only here for 3 days.
Yes, I know.
And they come specifically
Yeah.
for the St. Patrick's Day parade here in Woodbridge, Jack.
That's wonderful.
They'll be at the post-parade party.
Yes.
I guess Woodbridge is becoming the sister city, perhaps,
Yes.
to
Yes.
Shannontown in Ireland.
Yeah. Shannon is where the airport is.
That's
so,
right.
So many of us who have gone over there.
And I was there this past August.
Yes, yes,
And you fly into Shannon
yes.
by the River Shannon.
That was
We mentioned briefly, Jack, earlier about the good work that Project Children does with the children in Northern Ireland. And I'll tell you, I was there with a good friend and two of my two sons this summer. We had the opportunity to go through Northern Ireland, and it's a frightening situation
Yes,
at those
very.
border towns to drive through to see the British Army actually out with automatic weapons,
Yes.
checking cars in their army fatigues. You think that you're stepping into a movie or something, and then it hits you that it's the reality over
you're
there.
literally in a war zone.
Literally a war zone. It's terrible to think that those are the conditions that children are growing up in. And so it's another plug for
Yeah.
Project Children.
Yes.
The
But it-
contact is
Also-
Don Ashton.
Also, Jim, it's a plug for the peace movement in
Absolutely.
Ireland, especially in Northern Ireland, where some very brave women, both Protestant and Catholic, have come together. Who are not? None of them are. Most of them aren't extremists.
And that's the problem.
Yes.
The extremists on both sides.
Yes, rule.
When the great majority, Protestant, Catholic alike, really want peace.
Yes, they do.
And they're the kind of people, regardless of their religion, who should be supported. The
Yeah.
peacemakers, not
Right.
the warmongers.
Exactly, Jim. Exactly. Well,
We have Colonia.
the Colonia Marching High School Band. This is the second of the three high schools in Woodbridge Township.
The Marching Patriots, Jack,
Yes.
under the leadership of Laura Nebel, the director, and Pat Anderson is the unit advisor. And we'll sit back and listen to a little music
Yes.
coming from Colonia High School Band.
Sound good. Colonia High Patriots. Harrigan, that's me.
That's neither one of us, actually.
Well, it's all in the spirit.
We'll just go with it.
Yes.
This black van is the
DARE program.
DARE program, the drug abuse resistant education that is sponsored by the Woodbridge Township police officers, particularly Officer Jim Thorne. Jack, they go into all the schools.
Yes.
I know my sons have been through their
Yes.
programs. They do a lot of
Yes,
education
they do. Yes, they
regarding the dangers of drugs, the dangers of drug abuse.
And all the statistics last week were not good, showing that the drug problem is going down into the lower ages. And DARE, with all the best intentions of the world, is doing all they can.
Right.
But it's still something that the mothers and fathers really have to be concerned with and working at.
You're absolutely right, Jack. And we give you all a lot of credit and our particular note of
Yeah.
thanks. Jim Thorne,
Yep.
Rich Wizakowski, Sue McNamara, thank you. Keep up the good work, and hopefully we'll get rid of this scourge in our society once and for all.
The mothers, the fathers, the children that we're really concerned with.
And some of our children now, the Matthew Jago School here in
Yes,
Woodbridge,
yes.
the Pennsylvania School,
Right.
is represented out supporting the DARE program.
Yes.
So for all of the problems and the things that we tend to hear about on the TV, late night news, and in the newspapers,
Yep.
we have quite a turnout of children and their parents supporting the DARE program.
Kennedy Park School, the Lindcrest School, 22.
Oak Ridge Heights School,
Yes.
all with their DARE sweatshirts,
Yep.
their DARE T-shirts. And the nice thing is, not only are we seeing the kids in the TV on the TV screen here, Jack, we're seeing a
Right.
lot of parents
Right.
and
And the police officers and the teachers. And this is what'll do it. There's Rick Delina's wife waving at us.
tremendous turnout on behalf of DARE.
Yes.
Jack, I'd have to say it's probably the largest turnout ever.
Yes. Avenel Street School 4 and 5. Enthusiasm showing.
We're seeing the Avenel being one of the 9 sections in Woodbridge, Jack.
Yep.
Woodbridge proper, Avenel, right?
Yes. Colonia, Casby, Menlo Park Terrace in
In
Island.
Island.
The Port Reading, Fords, and Hopewell. Last but not least.
So I think that's about covers it.
Yes. Here's the St.
St. James School right here in Woodbridge proper.
Yes. Here comes the Bears Bucket Brigade. Galway Bay.
Galway Bay.
Farmingdale, New Jersey. They've come a long way, Jim.
They sure have. And that is indeed the Bears Bucket Brigade. With their huge Dalmatian up top.
Yes.
They have. Some of the green balloons and of the various vendors along the parade route, Jack.
Yes.
Here's another one of our pipe and drum marching units. This should be the Ocean County Emerald Society.
Yes.
with Pipe Major Thomas Carroll. Another fine-looking unit.
Strains of the Minstrel Boy. Ocean County. All the way from the shore, Jim.
That's right. Terrific uniforms,
great.
all of these.
Yes, they are. They're all unique. They're all their own, and the sound just goes on. It's a beautiful sound. Woodbridge Fire Department. The Woodbridge Elks.
The Woodbridge Elks,
Yes.
Lodge 2116,
Yes.
under the leadership of Martin Rayborn, the
Yes.
Exalted Ruler. The past District Deputy Grand Exalted Ruler, Fran DeCibas.
Yes.
And I personally know the district representative, Gene Sabry. So hello to.
Good to have the Elks aboard. Glad to have
Fine
you,
with their
gentlemen.
green
Yes.
derbies, and
Yes.
hello to all of you and welcome. It's another group that does a lot of good in the town,
Yes, they do.
Jack. A lot of
Yes,
the
they do.
volunteer efforts, and
Yes, they are. They've always contributed without being asked. There comes a Cub Scouts unit.
Cub Scout Pack 34, under the leadership of Patrick Burns. Sounds like a Gaelic name to me. They're from Woodbridge, New Jersey.
The Woodbridge Emergency Squad, wearing their emergency gear.
Under the leadership of John Scarpo.
He's got Grand Marshal, an Irish person.
Oh, okay. Hey.
And that looks like a rather old
State troopers.
police vehicle there. It's a New York State Police, Jack.
Yeah, they're
Look good.
they look good. Great shape.
That's the that older vehicle was the Association of Former New York State Troopers,
Yes.
under the leadership.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, we're going to go to the street now, and Charlie Shaughnessy, who's out there with President of the American Irish Association, George Aston, as well as Willie Donovan, Grand Marshal, and Irish Person of the Year, Jim McNichol. Charlie?
Okay, I'm with our club president, George Aston, our Grand Marshal, Willie Donovan, and Jim McNichol, our Irish Person of the Year. As you can see, they have their banners, and they're very proud of today. And George, what do you think of the parade? Because you walked the route from the beginning. Was the crowd great?
A great crowd through Woodbridge. The weather's been very helpful to us. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day out, and the crowd's really shown up today. Great participation.
Thanks, George. And Willie, what do you think about the parade?
I think it's terrific. I think it's great for everybody to show that appreciation on a day like today, which is so beautiful. And what a nice crowd, and what a nice day. And thank you very much.
As you can hear, we got a background music here. And Jim?
I don't know if you can hear me with the music, but I'm very, very happy to be here, and it's quite an honor. The nicest thing ever happened to me. Thank you.
Well, as you can see, we're competing against the band, and the band's very good. So I think we'll wait a second for the band to go by. But Willie here is from County Cork, Ireland. He came to Jersey City, and he moved to Woodbridge. He saw the light. He came here 30 years ago. And Jim was born in Elizabeth, I think, moved to Newark, and he's been a resident of Woodbridge for many years. And of course, George has been born and raised in Woodbridge. And myself, I'm from Jersey City and Woodbridge resident for 32 years. So we'll go back to the truck with Jack and Jim and continue watching the
Okay.
parade.
Okay.
Well, we'd like to welcome all of you back. Jack Fay and myself, Jim Durick, here in the truck. Thank you, Charlie. And congratulations, Willie, Donovan, Jim McNichol. Beautiful parade. Good job, George and parade committee.
We've just we missed the Boy Scout Troop 31 from Seawarren. We're sorry, but that's what happens when you have the interviews. Okay, here comes the Carteret Volunteer Fire Company 1 and 2. In the Carteret First Aid Squad.
Under the leadership of Chief Scott Pine and for the fire department. The background music when Charlie was interviewing George, Willie, and Jim McNichol was at the courtesy of Fred Lahote Ragtimers.
Yeah,
Jack.
Yeah, they sounded good for a
They
background.
sure did. Great background music. They've marched for a number of years.
I wish these people with the sirens would leave for Tipperary too. Where
It is a long way to Tipperary.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Hopefully it would be long enough. We can understand all the participants' enthusiasm. It's
Yes.
just a different kind of view that we get sitting
Yes,
here
I know.
in the van.
I know, Jim.
It's Port Reading, Fire Company number 1. That is in view now,
Yep.
under the leadership of Chief Obolsky. And again, everything, all the trucks,
Yes. Hey, Rick.
spanking clean. We've got green shamrocks.
Charlie Short as he's doing the interview. Hey.
And we can see some of our young children along the parade route. We're having a little bit of fun there, Jack.
Yes.
We have another youth group in view. All dressed up, and I see Irish sweaters, and I see green derbies. Shamrocks. And here is a Port Reading Cub Pack number 31, Jack.
Yes.
Port Reading being one of the 9 sections in town here. They're affiliated with St. Anthony's Parish.
St. Anthony's in Port Reading.
That's correct.
A new beautiful church down there.
And a fine turnout. And again, thank you on behalf of the community to all you Cub leaders and volunteers.
Right.
And it's your kind of work that helps keep the kids off the streets and off the drugs.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to be cutting away for a commercial, and we'll see all of you back here in a few minutes.
I've had the same friends since I was a little kid. But this year, some of them started playing with these other kids. I guess there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's cool making new friends and all, but they weren't like us. They were, different. And I heard my big brother saying some pretty bad stuff about people like them. But they seemed pretty cool, and we had a pretty good time. So, well, maybe my brother doesn't know everything.
Hey, Carlos, come on, we need you.
Don't be afraid.
Be afraid.
2 o'clock. Okay. Your employees who serve in the National Guard and Reserve may seem different. They may work a little harder, be more confident, more willing to make the extra effort to get the job done right. So when your employees need time off to serve, remember, it's not just good for our country, it's good for your business.
Glad you could all make it.
Hey, welcome back to the 24th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade here in Woodbridge. We have in our screen right now, Jack, another of the pipe and drum marching units. This should be the Rockland County Scottish Pipes and Drums. Under the leadership of Pipe Major Gordon Frazier. Jack, I believe we have about 5 or 6 pipe bands this year.
Supposedly, we had the early announcement was 7.
Here's another group that's participated every year, and what a fine turnout this year in particular, the Union County Irish American Association, Jack.
Yes, like I said, their big parade is coming up next week at the 15th.
That's right, and we look forward, Okay, we'd like to take you all back to Charlie Shaughnessy, who's on the street with Council President in Woodbridge, Rick Delina, his dad, freeholder Pete Delina. Charlie, take it away.
Okay, I'm here with Rick and Pete Delina and Rick's son, Kevin, who has a great name. I don't know how you got Kevin. Your mother must be Irish. But anyway, Rick, what do you think of the parade?
I think it's a lovely day out here, Charlie. It's a wonderful time to come out to the Irish Parade. They put a good show on here with the Irish organization and the administration from Town Hall. And it's a lovely day to be out here, and top of the morning to you.
And Pete, you've been here forever.
Yes, I've been. I've marched in the first parade of the Irish Parade as a fireman. I'm here as a freeholder now, and it's really an honor, Charlie, for the people, the Irish organization of Woodbridge Township, and yourself. I want to congratulate them, and it's a great day for the Irish, and I want to thank you for the invitation, Charlie.
And Pete, as you know, is Hungarian of the Year, Hungarian Man of the Year. And I was just telling him I was runner-up. And Kevin, you want to say anything?
No.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Right.
Future
politician.
Thank you, Charlie.
Okay, and Rick, as you know, is the council president, and he's doing a good job. And Woodbridge is really coming on. I've been here for over 30 years, and every year this parade gets bigger and better, and especially today, it's a great day. So once again, we'll go back to Jack and Jim and continue watching the parade.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Okay.
Thanks, Charlie. Thanks, Rick. Thanks, Pete. We had in the background, you could see there, Jack, the Union County Irish American Association, a beautiful float, wonderful turnout.
Yes.
We look forward to supporting them in their parade next week, as they have every year for us.
The parade for Union County is honoring Father Hudson, who was the head of the Center for Hope, a hospice program that covers Union, Middlesex. And Father Hudson, unfortunately, died. It's still awfully hard to talk about it, but they're honoring Father Hudson and all he has done, so many people he has touched. And I'm looking forward to be with this group and with the Center for Hope next week.
That was a real tragedy, Jack.
Yes,
that was a very untimely loss.
Yes, it was.
But we wish the Union County Irish luck in their first venture here.
We're looking forward to being with them.
We have the Hope Lawn First Aid Squad.
Yep.
Hope Lawn, New Jersey, being another section of Woodbridge Township, Jack. And thank you for holding off on those sirens. We appreciate it here in the van. And I'm sure all the people up in working the cameras and working the truck appreciate it as well.
Yes. This Cub Scout 57 from Hope Lawn.
Should be Cub Scout Pack 57 from Hope Lawn, Jack.
Oh, this guy is St. Patrick or Santa Claus with that beard there. Okay.
Okay. to Charlie Shaughnessy on the street. He's with our parade chairwoman, Jill Shoesmith, and our Miss American Irish and Lady in Waiting. Charlie?
Okay, I'm here with Jill Shoesmith, the parade chairperson, and Valerie and Kellyanne, Miss American Irish and Irish runner-up, Miss American Irish. And Jill, who's put a lot of work in this since September, she's the chair lady, and now she sees what she has done. Care to say a few words, Jill?
Yes, I'm very proud to be the parade chairman this year for the club's 24th annual parade. I have to thank all of my committee members who are dedicated and work year after year and help with the fundraisers, because the parade is solely funded by the club. And we're all very proud of our Irish heritage in the club, and we hope to promote it and to continue parades in the future years.
Okay, Valerie?
Hi. It's so much fun so far. It's only been like a month or two that I've been doing this, and it's been so much fun. All the dances and this parade, it's been a real honor being chosen.
Kelly?
I'd just like to say this past year has been great, and I hope that Valerie can carry it on as well as I did, and I hope that she has as much fun as I have in the past year.
Thank you very much. And this is Island for Kennedy High School Band. Anyway, this parade, as you know, starts in September. That's when we start the parade proceedings, and we continue up until this day. So we'll go back to the booth with Jack and Jim and enjoy the parade. Thanks very much.
Thanks again, Charlie and Jill, our parade chairwoman.
Yes,
and
did a wonderful job.
To the co-chair, Mark Lewis, you've put on an absolutely beautiful parade from what we can see here.
Now they should be
unfortunately, and the way the timing the interviews are working out, Jack, we missed the John F. Kennedy High School marching band, which was the third marching band. But you
We're
could
sorry
hear
for that.
To the viewers, you could hear their music in the background. Congratulations, John F. Kennedy and leader Ken Hunt. Thank you for coming. I know you've competed all over the world, and I think in Ireland as well,
Yes,
Jack.
they did. They did.
The Colonia, the Colonia Chemical Hook and Ladder Company. And the Colonia First Aid Squad. Unfortunately, it looks like they're moving out of the parade, and we hope that it's nothing serious.
Yes.
But on occasion, we see that happen, Jack.
Yes, more than a few times, Jim, unfortunately. But fortunately, they're going to help. They're going to save.
Jack, here's a group that we could see in our view right now. This is the Therapet Inc. They've been marching for a number of years in our parade. It's a nonprofit volunteer group under the leadership of Gail Regan, its president. The pets apparently are screened and trained to visit nursing homes and hospitals. These are people who are basically shut in, and they have found that pets really bring a lot of joy to people who can't really get out. Some of them are seniors, and Jack, I know that you
have experience
as the ombudsman for these seniors. You did a lot of work for the elderly.
I did, and it's so true. What a difference a visit makes, and unfortunately, not many people do visit. So the idea of having a dog, a cat, it means a lot. You know, it's not a minor thing. That's one of the sad things. The elderly in nursing homes, when they don't have a family, especially, and sometimes when they do have a family. So it's something that you can think about within our hearing distance.
And as I said, as ombudsman for the elderly, Jack, for the state of New Jersey a number of years ago, that's something you saw firsthand.
Yes, I did. And I still do through the Center for Hope. Here's the Colonia First Aid Squad. Very good turnout. Very fine looking group.
Under the leadership of Kathleen Curran.
Yeah, she's been doing.
Sounds like an Irish name to me.
Well, besides being Irish, which doesn't hurt, she also does wonderful, wonderful work. I know firsthand through the Colonia First Aid Squad. Here comes another
And right behind the Colonia First Aid Squad, Jack, we have the Union High School Junior ROTC, a teenage marching unit.
They have a big outfit. Look at that.
Under the leadership of Cadet Lieutenant Pasiak.
Well, they have a drill team and everything, man.
Fine looking uniforms, the burgundy berets, and very dignified. Whoa, quite a display there.
That's
Whoops, we had one. Whoops.
we have almost one less member. Union High. Should be proud of them.
Hopefully up by the reviewing stand where they make the awards, Jack, they'll have a little more success with that
I would hope so.
demonstration.
The Union County Parade, in fact, is going to be in Union, New Jersey. That's where the parade is.
And the uniforms neatly pressed.
Yes.
A fine looking, very handsome group. And I believe they've marched with us here in Woodbridge for a number of years. Jack,
Yes.
I'd like to welcome you again.
Yes.
And in our view right now is a float that is prepared by Woodbridge River Watch. And our man on the street, actually, Jack, Charlie Shaughnessy, was one of the, I believe, founding members of Woodbridge River Watch. They work over by the Woodbridge River to develop a bird sanctuary and walk so that the public can enjoy what we have left here of some natural habitat here in Woodbridge.
I don't know of anyone who's worked harder and received less credit for the work that Charlie Shaughnessy has done with that River Watch.
That's right. That's a beautiful float. And in fact, this past year, from the Colonia Democratic Club, Charlie received a volunteer award because of all the volunteer work that he does. And that's not the first award he's received for volunteer.
All right, here comes the Columbus Council.
Columbus Council, number 126, Pipe and Drum Band, under the leadership of Pipe Major Ken McMahon. Let's listen in.
Yes. The Knights of Columbus, Woodbridge Township. They have a fine turnout, the Knights of Columbus from Woodbridge.
They sure do, Jack. They usually do.
Yes.
And in fact, we're located in a van right next to the Knights of Columbus Hall.
Yes, we are.
On the intersection of St. George Avenue and Main Street, right here in Woodbridge. Welcome, gentlemen. An excellent turnout, as usual.
They have. Yeah. Keep the faith. The rosary, marching rosary.
I think that that's something that they've had years prior, that marching
Here's
rosary.
the Knights of Columbus from St. Andrew's Church in Avenel.
They are followed by the Avenel Fire Company, number 1, accompanied by their own official Dalmatian.
Yes.
Sparky the Dalmatian, I think. He's got some green on himself today, Jack.
My father, God have mercy on him, was a fire captain in Elizabeth, and I always remember the Dalmatian from there. And
I wonder how that tradition kind of developed, Jack. Is that something that you can fill us in on? Or?
No, I can't. All I know is my
I
father.
don't mean to put you on the spot.
Yeah, but my father always had a Dalmatian on his fire truck.
And with them is the chief, Dean Manente.
Doesn't that Pete Sirens, Jim, playing Irish music on the...
Well, that's a welcome change. We actually have some Irish music.
Thank you.
Thanks to the Avenel Fire Department. It's a welcome change from the sirens that we have been hearing, and perhaps we may suggest to the rest of the fire companies and first aid squads that a little Irish music coming by would be a welcome change.
We'll supply the tapes of the Chieftains, the Clancy brothers, or whatever.
Now that's Jack Fay talking, so that you know. The person to contact if you want tapes is Jack Fay.
I'd be glad to do it, Jim, honestly. Thank you. Sleeping.
And coming into our view is was another youth group. Here's a youth group of a different order. They look like they're getting a little tired.
Yes, it's a long walk.
This is Delaware Raritan Girl Scout Troop number 189. And they're actually in the Colonia section.
They're We're not sure where they're from, but they're listed at Colonia, Casey, and Fort Reading. So we hope they're either one of the three or all three.
But we do know they're followed by the Avenel Colonia First Aid Squad.
Yes.
That's for sure, and that's
Yes.
the marching unit that you viewers are seeing right now.
It's a very good turnout, too.
Under the leadership of Mike Stupiello. And this volunteer group for two of the sections in town, Avenel and Colonia, that adjoin each other. And a fine turnout for this group. We welcome you. Thank you for your participation. And coming into view right now on motorcycles right behind the first aid unit, Jack, are the United Abate of New Jersey. A motorcycle group. They are all New Jersey riders under the leadership of Gary Introne. And the sounds of the motorcycles are almost as loud as the sirens, Jack. They have participated for a number of years. Their concern, I believe, is with safety in the operation of motorcycles. You can see that they're all wearing their helmets as required by New Jersey law. They support that.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if the cameras can get their view on that little operator with the turquoise green helmet, it looks like.
Yes.
Towards the end of the group here. Here she comes. There she goes.
Merck Fire Department.
This is the Merck Fire Department, Jack. They participated a number of years in our parade, and we'd like to welcome you here again. Merck, one of the giant pharmaceuticals that makes its home right here in New Jersey, Jack, along with, I believe, Johnson & Johnson has their headquarters here.
Yes.
A number of other pharmaceuticals.
Yes. Yeah, one of the major industries in the state and in the county and Union County as well. Shearing plow, what I can think of.
Jack, this is the pipes and drums of the Atlantic Watch. That is in our television screen right now. That was, until we got this little Colleen sitting right there, who looks like she's getting a little cold.
There we are.
This group was founded only in 1993. It's a family-oriented group of 60 performers. And beautiful uniforms.
Stately.
They have already, in just a short period of time, they've already performed in Edinburgh, Scotland, Jack.
Very fine looking group. Very fine sounding.
And I believe this may be their first year. We welcome you. We hope to see you again. Beautiful uniform.
Atlantic Watch.
And a fine looking group.
Wearing of the green.
They're followed by the American Legion Color Guard, Rawway Post number 5, under the leadership of John Zugda. John, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly.
Fine looking group.
It's a Senior Color Guard. Followed by the Rawway Police Department Honor Guard, under the leadership of Detective Paul Mayo.
Mayor Jim Kennedy is the mayor of Rawway.
That's right, Jack. Another fine-looking unit.
Yes, yes indeed.
Very disciplined and, well, a fine-looking group.
Good pace, good looking, yes.
Oh, we have a little time in the parade here, Jack. Charlie Shaughnessy had mentioned out on the street earlier that when the American Irish Association of Woodbridge gets this parade going, they really start back in September of every year.
Yes, it's a year-long project, and like I said, people just take them for granted, and I don't want that to happen. I want
a lot of fundraising activity,
yes.
A lot of efforts from members and officers and directors, and but Jill Schuss-Smith and your co-chair Mark Lewis, all the parade committee, you've done a terrific job from what Jack Fay and I can see here. And we'd like to extend to you our congratulations on this, the 24th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade here in Woodbridge Township.
Yeah, they should be very proud of themselves. It's really an excellent parade. It's really, truly well thought out, well put together, well organized. I don't see how they could do more. Mark will be the chairman next year.
That's right. Mark Lewis will be the chairman next year, is right. This is one of our novelty groups.
A little bit of Americana here.
Little go-kart rama.
Indianapolis Little League.
This is the Somerset County 4-H Go-Kart Club, Jack.
Yes, they are.
And this is a new group, to my recollection. It's an interesting novelty group.
Hey, Jim, I think we would have remembered them. I think we would have remembered.
You're right. We would have remembered this group. Thank you.
Yeah.
But the 4-H Club, Jack, as you know, again, something else that is an alternative to kids kind of just hanging out. They work with animals. They learn a lot about it.
It's a great club.
Correct.
Historically, all over the country, they do all the good work. And obviously in Somerset County.
And an adjoining county to our county here in Middlesex.
Yes.
They've traveled a little bit to get here.
And here comes a jazz band.
And so we're just checking our own line of march here. They're probably a little bit of a change. But we'd like to thank you for the music.
Yes. Flag of the United States and the flag of the state of New Jersey with this. Another ROTC group.
This is the Piscataway High School Junior ROTC, the Air Force that just passed out of our view, Jack,
Yes.
under the leadership of Sergeant Williams. And that group that we had heard on the float was 4+2 from Clifton, New Jersey.
All right. Good to have them. They sounded
A
sounded
musical
okay.
unit?
They were all right. And here from South Bound Brook, that's a long ride, relatively speaking, to have their fire department represented. And as of now, not blowing a siren.
Thank you for that, and we'd like to welcome you. They are under the leadership of Chief Mike Kelly, and another appropriate Irish name. Jack, I noticed that in these first aid squads and fire departments, these Irish surnames seem to be cropping up all over the place. There's some history there, is that right? Well, you said your family was...
There are millions of us, Jim. Yes. And here's...
And a walking Dalmatian. It's the Ford's Fire Department, along with their own rendition of a Dalmatian. I don't know if that's the kind of Dalmatian that your dad had, or
their own rendition of Irish hats, too. Irish Tams.
Ford's being another section in Woodbridge Township. Following the Ford's Fire Company, Jack.
Yes.
The St. John's First Aid Squad.
Yes, from Ford's.
And while we have a moment, Jack, I'd like to thank, on behalf of the club and on behalf actually of Jack and I are sitting here in the van, the Woodbridge Radio Club,
Yes.
who assists us in any changes that we have in the line of march. Jack Fay and I get a line of march before the parade starts. There are some changes at the end, and the Radio Club assists us from letting us know actually at the high school where the parade commences.
They were very helpful. They was very appreciative.
We thank you. To South
Amboy
Fire Department, we'd like to welcome you.
And Mayor O'Leary was in the original group of dignitaries.
And coming into the camera view is another fire department, and it looks like senior marching unit.
Wave, that a girl.
Wave for the camera. No, Dad, I'm tired.
Here comes a all-time band, all-time sound anyway. It's a good sound.
Jack, this is the Sharpshooters Brass Band.
Yes, they are.
Under the leadership of Alex Macy's, the band director.
Sound good.
They certainly do. Founded back only a few years ago, July 4th, 1991. And welcome to the parade. A different kind of group, a straight brass band. Jack?
They sound great.
Fine sounding group.
Northern New Jersey. From Perth Amboy. Now we have the Perth Amboy Fire.
Volunteer Fire Department. Senior marching unit.
Yes. Okay. Okay, Perth Amboy, the chief, came along. There's an old
There's a very old
fire truck.
fire engine there.
It's even older than my father's. The Perth Amboy High School, ROTC.
This is the Naval Junior Reserve,
Yes.
ROTC.
Very, very neat, very appropriate.
Again, another number of
They look very
junior ROTC units looking very
This
organized,
is
well-pressed uniforms, and a welcome addition to
Yes.
each and every parade that we have. And Perth Amboy, thank you. You've participated for a number of years. We're glad to have you again.
always
We're coming up to the end
yeah.
of the parade with all the marshals who get this thing off the ground way back at the beginning of the parade.
yes.
Led by Mary Alice Jacko and Alice Mary Goodhart. They're in charge of the marshals.
Ken Stiles,
Ken Stiles working at the beginning of the parade.
good to have you, Ken. Don't know what we do without you.
I see Terry McGovern, Mary Alice, and Ken Stiles, former president.
Okay, it's another great parade, Jim. It was good being with you.
Jack, it was a pleasure working with you. We'd like to thank again the American Irish Association of Woodbridge Township, sponsors of the parade, Mayor McGreevy, the Township Council, Chief Trenery, thank you for all your support, TV 35, Lee Beckerman, and all your support staff. Again, very professional, very courteous. It's a pleasure. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you. I opened with a Gaelic expression. I'll close. Erin go bragh, which
Erin
is
go
Ireland
bragh.
forever.
Erin go bragh indeed, and we're looking forward to the 25th next year.
Jack, and it
thank
was
you
a
all.
pleasure working with you. Thank you.
Likewise, Jim. Likewise.